Yes, okay, so sorry about that, guys. Small technical difficulty, but yes. So that should not happen again. And yes, so I think we are around 10-15 minutes late. Um, so those of you who have been regular, I think you would have been like, why the stream is live, but then why hasn't uh, we joined yet, right? So yeah, small technical difficulty. No issues on that, is completely fixed, and yeah, we should be live back every day at 3:45 itself. So yes, coming back to today, yes, welcome back for everyone who's been joining in, and yes, for those of you who are watching this for the first time, what we do is we do analysis of the market on what happened today using basic things such as the option chain and OI data, as well as based on this, we try to also see on what could happen the next day, right? So obviously, markets can go either ways. There's no 100% sure shot of knowing which side we would go. But yes, other than that, also a quick disclaimer: we do not provide any calls or tips. This is uh, completely for educational purpose, and yeah, make sure you consult your financial advisor before you take any trade, right? So yes, so interesting. So today's market was a very interesting market, and also we were taking trades here at Stolo, and right, it seemed like a very good day, even though I think until 3 p.m. it seemed like I mean, like from 2:30 to 3 p.m. market seemed like very not sure which side to move away. But and again 3 p.m. we saw the big movements, right? So that's when we were also in the markets and looking at rates. So yeah, Anurag was also like looking at the market, analyzing, and we were completely seeing on what to do. But yes, okay, quickly going into today's analysis, right? So today also I think Nifty expiry as well. So we'll quickly look at the Nifty charts as well, which we haven't in the previous days. Yeah, but we should come to it towards the end, right? Yeah. So, okay, quickly going into the Bank Nifty trading view charts. Yeah, so for those of you who have been using the trading view, we have also added a watch list here, which you can use, and it's very convenient, right? So yes, let's just go to the futures chart and let's see what happened today. So yeah, we were, I think from yesterday's analysis, we were still very bullish on the market. I did not check the opening yet, but yeah. Oh yes, so it was a good opening, right? Yeah, so we were I did not, I wasn't sure if we opened gap up, gap down, or just sideways, right? So if you look at it, 9:30, 9:15 was, yes, okay, good. So we went, let me just quickly hide the Bollinger Bands in order to see the charts better. But yes, so 9:15, right? Yeah, so we opened very high, and then I think we got a rejection from here, right? So 43,467. It was around that price. It was rejected twice in the first 2 minutes, and we ended up going way lower, right? So I think we went down till 43,290. So this was our support, which also I think seemed to be uh, worked in the morning, where in terms of, yeah, it took support from 43,000 and went back higher, right? So yeah, this was a trend line that I think later on in the market I was seeing, so which seemed to be a very good trend line in terms of, okay, so what exactly happened was it was going in an upwards direction, and as soon as it hit 43,500, which is our resistance. So for those of you who are wondering where have we drawn these lines from and all that, so this is completely from the previous days, right? So that's why it's been here before we came into the live itself. So yeah, so this support and resistance are still holding, right? So this was a insanely good idea where we saw the trend line breaking. We saw it take what do you call resistance twice from 43,500, which is a very strong resistance. And as soon as it broke this, we knew it would go a lot more lower, right? So yeah, so that is the analysis there, where at least I saw today. I did not take a trade, but yeah, so based on this I would have at least, because this seemed to be a very good entry, right? Because breaking the trend line, taking resistance twice from there, and also breaking VWAP here. I think yes, MACD also it moved more lower, right? So yeah, so using those confirmations, I would have taken, but yes. So that was one good thing that we saw in Bank Nifty today, and also for those of you who did trade today, please let me know where you have taken a trade and based on what analysis, right? So we try to do the most basic analysis. We don't try to put in 100 indicators, 100 moving averages line or anything like that, right? So yeah, so yes. So based on this, we saw a very down moment. After that, I don't see any recovery. Also, this was one of the uh, yes. So we were trading around this time, right? So this was one of the breaks we were looking at, where we knew, okay, we wanted this level to be broken, and this was day low, if I'm not wrong. Let me just check. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. So never mind. Day low was broken way before. I mean, the opening low was broken way before. This was the new day low that was formed, right? So this is around 43,130. So I think our next. So as you can see from a more overall view, we know it's trading in this range, right? So for 43,000 to 42,858 was another level, and 42,000. Okay, yeah. So 42,865 approximately to around 43,700 is a very upper resistance and supports, and we know that this is the range it is going to play through, right? So also we were also I think from the previous streams, if you look at it, we were also asking the question of if we will reach new Bank Nifty and Nifty all-time highs, right? Because we were heading towards it, but yeah, now the markets have gotten a little more stagnant, but still it's not showing any bearish signs, right? Also, I don't think I think yeah. So tomorrow is Karnataka state elections as well, but yeah. So I wouldn't suggest trading on news of any sorts, because I'm assuming tomorrow the markets will be volatile. But yeah, whatever does happen, you will see it on the charts directly as well, right? So yes. So looking at it from the second half of the day, we see a very bearish trend, right? So we can see that, yeah, 43,500 was our huge resistance, which it hasn't broken in a couple of days, right? Even though it was headed towards it today. So yes. So looking at that, yeah. So this is Bank Nifty as of now, right? And I think next 2 3 days, I don't see any major analysis on the day before being of any news, because you see the elections. I think the results are on Saturday, but then yes, there will be live things going on the news and all that. So market might be a little more volatile, but I would, if you are trading, I wouldn't trade. But yeah, if you are trading, I would say to look at the chart more than the news, right? So yes, so that is Bank Nifty. Let me just quickly save the charts there. Yeah, we can quickly go into Nifty futures, right? So I think, yeah, we were looking at today. So well, we were trading live today in the afternoon. We were looking at Fin Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. So Nifty, I did not see how it moved, so we will see it um, directly here, right? Yes, I think we had. Let's let it load. Okay, you can see our levels down here. Let me just put a price level here as well. Oh, I remember this level. 18,240 is a very good resistance level, which let's see if it turns out to be a good support as well, right? So this isn't a OI base, at least 100% OI base level. This was completely seen on the charts, and this level was drawn. So let's see. This was drawn in terms of resistance because it was the what do you call Nifty charts were continuously taking resistance from this level and going back down. Now that it's broken and gone up higher, we shall see if it still acts as resistance, right? So that is why we have 18,240 there for people who have joined more recently, and 18,315 again. I think this was drawn based on chart itself. So we should, oh yeah, yes. So based on, I think if you watched yesterday's video, why we don't have a resistance is because we were looking at the option charts and we could see that okay, there was not a very high amount of OI in one particular strike level, right? So the whole idea of that is because not a lot of traders are confident at one particular strike, right? So as market did look bullish and as we did predict it to still be bullish, and it was bullish day until the second half of the day, right? So yeah, so that would be based on live analysis, obviously, as the market is going on. But yeah, so yeah, as I was saying, why we do not have a resistance drawn here at Nifty is because we didn't see a strong one on the option chain. But yes, so as I was telling, yeah, 18,240 might or might not be a resistance because this was completely drawn. I mean, might not be a support because this was completely drawn based on previous price action. Yes, but 18,200 still acts as a very good support, right? Below that, only once it breaks 18,200, I would be a little more bearish about the markets. But yes, until then, we are still a little more bullish, right? So yes, okay. Let's just see. Yeah, so similar moments. I'm assuming 12 around 12:30. Yeah, 12:30. We saw a complete breakdown of the market, right? Just 1 second. Assuming. Damn it. Just yeah. So let me know in the comments if you guys take a lot more trades in Nifty, Bank Nifty, or if you are a complete what do you call Fin Nifty trader, right? So yes. Oh, I think it made a. So usually, okay. This is why, at least for today, we would know it would not uh, end up going higher. I did not see this before, but that's a good pattern. Let me do an arc. Yes. Yes. Okay. So usually when it does form an arc, very big uh, arc like this, it wouldn't usually go back up. So I think is this, but yes, this is why market didn't return up today, at least. But yes, I think similarly we saw the day low broken down after 12:30 itself, and yes, we reached a new low here, right? So yes, Nifty again. So this would be so if you were in the live markets and you saw this happening, you could see a good arc being formed, and this I think you can analyze the previous markets as well. And if you see anything being formed like that, you know it wouldn't return back to that specific level, at least on the same day, right? So yes, that is one more way of looking into the market. And yes, so as you can see, yeah, so Nifty, we should quickly look at the option chain data as well, and we'll see where the open interests have been added and what it says, right? Quickly going into Nifty. So yeah, okay, so PCR again, so PCR 0.8, we can, I think, quickly just check yesterday's, yeah, 0.9 to 0.8, right? So it's moving a little more into the bearish territory, and that's because of the second half movement, right? Let me just refresh this 1 second, and yes. Okay, so we had a comment here. So tomorrow, Karan Kumar asks, tomorrow gap down is possible. Okay, very interesting question, Karan. Let me just Yeah, I'll just put that there so that everyone can see the question. But yeah, so tomorrow, Karan Kumar, you need to let me know. So overall market, at least as of now, at least from the charts, we saw a little more bearish trend, right? We'll look into it more on what else. So charts looked a bearish momentum into the second half. We see PCR moving from point 0.9 to point 0.8, which also tells us gives us a bearish sentiment. We'll just see where OI has been added and that thing in order to confirm if it's going to be a little more bearish in the coming days, right? So yes, as you can see here, we have 18,500, right? So again, as I said, the resistance is very high as of now in Nifty because we're not sure how high we would be headed at least until the second half of the day, right? And if you look at it here, 18,200 looks yes, 18,200 looks to be having the being the support range of having around again 1 crore option or OI contracts open, right? So let me just add an OI change. Yes, so this is our updated option chain by the way. Yes, and okay, so yeah, you can figure so you can set the columns you specifically want. So these are the columns I would generally use, right? So if you look at it here, okay, good. So okay, so we see a lot more call options being sold here, right? So you can see 43 lakhs uh, being added to the call side, 26 lakh, 16 lakh, and I'm assuming yes. So I think 4.9 lakh again, not a very huge what do you call contracts being reduced in the put side, which again, right? So again, it's 9.3 lakh, 3.3 lakh. So there's a lot more addition that has happened in the call side, but not a lot of what do you call reduction in the put side, right? So I'm not assuming a gap down at least for tomorrow, Karan. But yes, I think it should be a little more sideways, right? So charts at least just showed us that in the second half, it did move down. PCR moved a little more bearish from yesterday, but according to the OI, I'm not very confident about us moving very what do you call very downwards, right? Because as you can see, very less has been decreased from the 18,200 level, and yeah, we're almost around the same itself, right? Unless there's a more significant change here, because what this basically says that is 18,200 is the level many are telling that it would stay above, right? So again, not so this OI basically shows us that at least this tells us that it's the traders are not very confident yet that it would go completely downwards, right? So I would not expect a gap down of such, but yes. So yeah, so Chandan is asking Bajaj Finserv kal kuch dikha sakta hai kya, bro? Yeah, hi Chandan, bro. We shall quickly check Bajaj Finserv as well. I think we can analyze it right here, right? So let me just change it to Bajaj. Yes, Bajaj Finserv. Interesting. Let me just refresh it. Give me 1 second. So yeah, Karan, as I was saying, OI doesn't show a very big movement, at least as of yet. There's no much contracts added, and also I would say what do you call wait until elections get over because it can be a little more volatile at least. So I wouldn't carry over any trades or anything. Okay, Bajaj Finserv. Yes, so we should quickly go to Chandan's as well, right? So yes, Chandan asked Bajaj Finserv. Let me just see the charts. If I okay, let me change this to yes, Bajaj Finserv. Okay, interesting. Wow. Let me just go to a higher time frame. So I haven't traded Bajaj Finserv, but yeah, this will give us a much more better idea, right? So yeah, Bajaj, I think Finserv has created a very big high at 1,446, right? After which it has come down, at least today. Today it is when it created again a very good high and it come back down, right? So so yeah, Bajaj Finserv was creating at least bigger highs. Let me just add Bollinger Bands as well. Yeah, so I think why a small reversal happened there was because of it going outside, right? So usually Bollinger Bands, if it the price moves outside the bands, that means it's usually overbought, and I think that is why it had a small pullback at least towards the average prices, right? So yes, this level, let's just check. Okay, we had a very high volume here on when I think this is today morning, if I'm not wrong. Yes, after that the volumes went below average, if I'm not okay, around average, and we saw the market falling down. Okay, so I think one is why it fell down is because the overall market also looked a little more bearish towards the end of the day. We should quickly, okay, yeah, I think option chain. I'll have to check. Also, we could have quickly checked the support resistance levels based on OI, right? So we'll just, yes. So here we have it. Okay, so the change in OI, what exactly happened, Chandan, is so we see a lot, a lot more call additions, right? So we can see for 14,440, and 1,500 for a lot. Okay, so 1,500 at 2.6 lakh put OI being added, but everywhere else we see a lot more call added, right? So 1,440, 1,460, we see call OI being added. So I would say this below this value would be the basically the resistance, right? So under 1,460 is where the market should be, at least because we see a lot more call sells being happen. So exactly, right? So we see the market going at least a little more lower, and I think that change in OI happened because of today's, right? So that is what we're seeing. In general, we see open interest. We see 1,300 having a lot of put OI around 7.4 lakhs. So this should be mainly a support because a lot of put sellers are here telling that it would stay above. And if you look at 1,440, that should be a resistance, right? So 1,300 to 1,440 should be your support and resistance, Chandan. And based on today, we see a lot more call OI being added, which gives us a little more on the shorting side, right? So my views would be for Bajaj Finserv for tomorrow at least would be a little more downwards. And also you see PCR of zero point 0.7. Let's just quickly check how that changed as well. So from 8th May to, yes, so zero point 0.8 to zero point 0.7. Again, it's going towards a more bearish trend, right? So if you look at it, Bajaj Finserv, so those are the levels, and also because of OI change, we see the OI change where a lot more call sellers are there. So we see it go a little more down. And if you look at, if you want the support and level resistance, this is the resistance and support. 1,300 should be a support. 1,440 should be your resistance, right? And also because of PCR, it tells us a little more down movement. So yes, I think we can mark that in the charts as well. 1,440, 1,300. Oh, give me one. Yes. Okay. Right when I was about to close it. So yeah, 1,440 and 1,300, right? Let me just draw an extended line. Yes, so this is again towards the high of today, right? So this is the resistance that has been formed as well, and we see a lot of what do you call sells here, and that's why we're staying below it, right? So if you look at it, 1440 had a lot of call sells, and we stay below that, and 1300. Okay, that's quite low, but yes, I think 1300. Okay, yes. So this is the range at least. Bajaj Finserv should be in, and I think a sell of 1300 should be very good. Should not go. So at least stock wise, we don't see so big movements, right? Where we see 100 rupees falls and all that, unless it's a very big dip. But yes, and also we see it go below VWAP today, and seeing the OI data change as well, we see a little more bearish trend of this, right? So this is the 5 minutes chart, and I think this is a complete. Yes. So yeah, the Bajaj Finserv, that would be my view based on charts and OI, right? So yes, I think. Yeah, so Amar James is asking, I think Chandan, okay, that's a chat going on in there. Okay, yes, never mind. But yes, so answering to Karan's gap down, gap up, very not sure on that because OI doesn't give us a lot of data. But if you look at PCR and charts, it looks like it could go a little down, right? But again, and also another thing, tomorrow is Karnataka election, so might be a little volatile. So make sure you be a little careful on that part. And yes, that's all for today's analysis. I think Chandan would have gotten his answer for Bajaj Finserv as well. But yes, thank you for joining in, guys. And yeah, so today it did get a little late in terms of, I think the live became a little more longer as well as we started late, right? So that was due to a small technical difficulty, which shouldn't happen again. But yes, as usual, make sure you subscribe to the channel, watch our previous videos as well to see how well our analysis is working and all that. And also, disclaimer again, we do not uh, provide any tips or calls. This is purely for educational purpose, and make sure you consult your financial advisor before you take any trade, right? So yes, thank you for joining in. Make sure you join in tomorrow so you can hit that bell icon, and you wouldn't miss out on any video that we would bring in, right? So yes, thank you, and hope you have a great day ahead.